10, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the New York Giants. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Darnay Holmes now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
They keep it with Barkley on first down.
And the tackle made by Andrew Wingard. The Giants at 1-7 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
From the 38, Jones. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Throwing, Jones.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On second down, here's Barkley. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Looking for Shepard deep and unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Giants are off now with a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Here's the option going left on second down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Huntley to throw. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Ayuk, his third touchdown now on the year.
And the Texans have taken the lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, 1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now, this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places, and we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
That's returnable now for Smith. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Akins, 71 yards.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
A first down carry for Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Nice play by Jerry Hughes to drop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Again, it's Barkley. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Jones. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say,
there he goes, right side. Touchdown, Houston.
Brandon Ayuk
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
From the 6. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now a toss right to Barkley. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's mild.
All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Huntley. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Giants and the Texans last year, if you go by the numbers, the 2 poorest offenses in the NFL. The Giants 31st in total yardage, and the Texans dead last.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
To throw, Huntley. They'll find Ayuk open right side.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now here's Pollard. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down about the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Tony Pollard as the first half is winding down.
And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the 6.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Ayuk, 77 yards. And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Off play action. Jones. Looking for Shepard deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
18, Pioneer.
Back to throw. Huntley. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Brandon Ayuk from 6 yards away. And the Texans take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Giants. Well, sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that wound up traveling at even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Yeah, that's true. You've said that before. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. There he goes, left side. The 20. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Tyler Huntley taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Texans get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Jones. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On 2nd and 10. Jones to the right and complete to Galladay. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. Back to throw again. Going right back to Galladay. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Jones.
Pass to Bellinger on the crossing route.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
Derailing that play from the start was Christian Harris. He got back there and stuck him for a loss behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown.
Kenny Galladay.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point try good by Gano as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he returns this to the 22.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. Oh, they're like, oh my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Jones now on first down. A quick pass here. He's got Shepard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Jones. And that's complete to Shepard. And he will be out of bounds with a first down as they will have a first and goal on the other side of the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well. His teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last two drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? The game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, Charles, they had the comfortable lead, and now it's even more comfortable. Another score here in the fourth quarter to grow that lead.
But I think your initial reaction is surprise when you see a team piling it on this late in a blowout. But there are plenty of coaches who also think that if you pull up completely and stop trying to play the game, it shows disrespect to their opponent. So they don't want to embarrass them. They continue to let their players go for it.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turns.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. That one looks like he'll throw here.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 30 yards. Now a give here to Pollard. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. They find some open field here.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film.